Hi everyone. Okay, so today we are doing a love reading about their current feelings for you. Now, this is a specific person you have in your mind. You could be in a relationship with them, in a no contact situation, in a limited contact situation, or you simply like them and you want to know what they feel for you. This is a general reading, which means it may or may not apply to everyone. So please take it only if it resonates with your story. Now, another thing is that energies are always flexible, so whatever story will come out today, these can be your energies or your partner's energies, so please check accordingly. And this goes for cross watchers also, who are here to see for their Scorpio partners. This reading can be applied to your sun, moon, or rising sign. Now, let me quickly explain you the whole pattern of this reading. We will take cards out for your recent past, present, and upcoming future, and then the overall guidance for you from universe, right? Okay, so let's start with the love reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of September. And first we'll take out here 3 cards for the recent past, and we'll see what energies are guiding us here, right? Okay, so 3 cards for the past energies for Scorpio. We have Ace of Cups here, we have 10 of Pentacles here, and we have Page of Cups here. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, Ace of Cups here, this is your energy, okay? Cup is a water energy and Scorpio is a water sign, so you are definitely coming into your own element in your reading. But I'm sensing here that in the recent past you have offered your love to someone, you have confessed your feelings, okay? Again, it doesn't matter since how long you know this person, or you are married to them, but you have literally told this person that how much they mean to you. There's a lot of newness that has come into this connection, especially for the people who have been with each other since very long. Okay, your relationship, and especially within you, Scorpio, there is some kind of turnaround, a positive turnaround, okay, for your partner and for this relationship. Okay, there are certain major realizations that have happened to you about this person. Okay, you probably are noticing that how much this person means to you, how their presence brings happiness in your life, warmth in your life, positivity in your life, and whenever they are not around, their absence really makes you feel empty. Okay, and that is why I'm sensing here, Scorpio, that you are making this person, this relationship as your priority. Okay, so for those people where some kind of issues have been going on in this connection, okay, in the past, and Scorpio, maybe you felt like giving up because things were not happening right. I'm sensing, like I said, there's a turnaround within you where you decided that you don't want to give up. Not yet. You will give your best, and you took the responsibility of taking initiative in this relationship, and you are marching ahead, you are coming ahead with your feelings, with your emotions, and you understand that whenever you confess something or you say something to your partner, there's always a 50% chance where things may not be reciprocated back. Of course, 50% chance that they will be, and 50% they might not, but you're ready to take that risk. You're ready to take that risk that even if this person rejects me, or they are not exactly on the same page, or they're not able to put equal efforts, okay, it's perfectly fine. Even if they're ready to put 20%, I'm ready to put 80%. But because I know the value of this person in my life, I am not letting this person go. And for the people, where this is a new connection, you feel you know, you feel this rush of emotions within you, you know, which you usually do not feel for a new person. You feel you've known this person since forever. You feel, you know, like you can really be with them, you can continue talking to them, you can continue meeting them, right? There's a bond which is beyond, you know, any kind of physical infatuation, right? So, Scorpio, you are definitely in love and you are making sure that your partner knows that. Okay, you're taking initiatives, you are making them feel special, you are taking efforts for them, but you are doing a lot here, right? We have 10 of Pentacles here. This is your relationships energy, Scorpio. I'm sensing here that your connection is going through some kind of, you know, beautiful transformation here. Okay, so for those people where some kind of issues have been going on since long, understand that your relationship is now moving towards some kind of peaceful energy. Okay, because you know, Scorpio, especially, you know, you are creating this turnaround very strongly. Okay, because you have taken the responsibility of making sure that this relationship works out, and this is positively impacting your relationship. There's a lot of grounded energy, stability over here. If you see, there's a full family, okay, and there are a lot of pentacles, and pentacles is also about not just, you know, not just relationship stability, but also financial stability. Okay, so you are making sure that you will provide for this connection in every way. Okay, you will work very hard on your career and you will help your partner to achieve their dreams. You know, you will sit with them to discuss their family issues, you will open up about your family issues, like you will become vulnerable with this person and you will encourage them to become vulnerable with you, so that there are no secrets and both of you can feel home with each other. Because family, what does family means? Family is a place, you know, or family is a feeling, you know, that you can say, okay, this is my home. What is home? Home is not a physical, you know, structure. Home is where your family is. So you want to feel home with this person and you want to make them feel home with you, right? And for very specific people where you're married, you know, I'm seeing a lot of stability coming into your marriage. And if you're expecting a child or you already have children, you know, then a very beautiful time is coming where you will spend time with each other, with your family, okay? But in the recent past, like I said, you know, the shift has already started. The shift has started, Scorpio. Some of you could be feeling it and some of you will see your relationship moving towards this energy. Okay, but a very stable and beautiful energy I am feeling for you here. Right, Scorpio? We have Page of Cups here. This is your partner's energy, okay? So again, we have another cup. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with another water sign, Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer. Not all of you. This is a general reading, very few of you. Okay, so your partner is also somewhat reciprocating back. Okay, not exactly as much as you are doing, Scorpio, because you are tapping into the energy of Ace here, as we saw, and your partner is in the energy of Page. Okay, so Page is somewhat a smaller energy, but it's a genuine energy. It's an innocent energy. Okay, some of your partners could be younger than you, or if they're not younger, then they're little immature than you, you know, if we compare it with your energy, Scorpio. But overall, it's a genuine energy. Okay, they are trying to reciprocate back. They are somewhere appreciating, you know, that the kind of major efforts you're trying to take in this connection, the way you're not really giving up despite all the blockages and despite all the issues that have been going on in this relationship. They are noticing it, they're acknowledging it, they are appreciating you, they are respecting you, and they're realizing, you know, that somewhere you bring balance and, you know, you bring stability to this connection, Scorpio. They are realizing it. Okay, they're realizing it, and they know that if you will stop taking efforts, or if you would have stopped taking efforts for this connection, probably this relationship would not have reached here where it is today. So they do have, you know, this appreciation in their heart. They are also thinking about you. If you see, this person is thinking about someone, you know. and they want to catch you. They want to come where you are, like kind of flying, okay? Well, Scorpio, if you can see, you here, you're kind of flying and they want to come and they're looking at you, okay? But as of now, you know, they're not exactly doing something major. They're not running away, they're not escaping, right? But yes, you know, probably they're not very active right now. Maybe they're not taking many initiatives, or they're not really responding, you know. But understand, Scorpio, their intention is not wrong. They're not escaping, they don't want to run away, or you know, they don't want to stay away from you. Probably, you know, this person just needs little more time. You know, they need a little more clarity because they are in their head, they're thinking. They're focused on you, but they're thinking about things. And they have emotions for you. They definitely have emotions for you. But you are more clear and more sorted in this connection. Right, Scorpio? Okay, so now we'll take out 3 cards here for the current energies, and we'll see that currently what you are doing, where this relationship is going, Scorpio, and what your partner is thinking, okay? Scorpio, I'm feeling that, you know, after very long, some kind of stability or some kind of positive energy has entered into this relationship, okay? And although, like I said, you know, that, you know, it's kind of like mutual over here, but you are the main force of energy which is holding this connection together, you know, which your partner also understands. So, Scorpio, do not, you know, do not hesitate to give yourself that credit. Do not. Okay, because holding the connection together and making sure that you don't give up on it despite having so many blockages, it's not an easy thing to do. And Scorpio, being one of the most emotional signs, you know, and not very good in expressing their emotions, which somehow just, you know, suffocates them a lot, right? It's definitely not easy. So do give yourself some very good credit, Scorpio. Okay, your partner is really noticing this and respecting you for this. Let me tell you that, even if they're not coming forward exactly, but they're noticing it, right? All right, so 3 cards for Scorpio for the current energies, and we'll see what is coming for you here. Let's see. Okay, so we have 8 of swords here, we have ace of wands here, and we have queen of pentacles here. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, 8 of swords here. Okay, now this is your partner's energy. Like I said, your partner is in their head. Okay, they have all the emotions for you, they have all the attention on you, but they're still in their head, you know. Now, still in their head means that there are still certain things which are not clear to them about this connection, okay. It's not something, you know, that they're doubting your intentions, but it's from their side, you know, that how much they can be with you. Can they really, you know, offer you that long-term commitment? Can they really, you know, take the responsibility, okay. So there can be different kind of, you know, blockages in their mind, because it's a general reading, so different people can have different reasons over here. But overall, I'm feeling that your partner is feeling blocked currently, okay. Somehow they're not able to come out of their mind. Somehow they're not able to come out of this overthinking, because if you see, you know, this is the person, you know, this is your partner, okay. But look at, you know, how exactly their mind is. The picture of their mind is this, because in reality you may not see that they're feeling like this, right. In reality they're looking like a normal person sitting, you know, but in the mirror, if you see, this is the real picture of their emotional and mental situation right now, okay. This person, the hands are tied, you know, and these crows are the you know, they're the symbols of their dark, you know, dark negative thoughts, you know, and they're obsessive thoughts, compulsive thoughts which do not leave them, right. And there's a blindfold over there, so they're not able to see the path clearly. Okay, it's all dark around them and the thoughts do not leave them, and these thoughts are negative, that this relationship won't work. There can be trust issues, probably related to your past experiences, if there were issues in this relationship, or if there was any kind of third party, situation over here, or maybe before you they dated someone and those relationships did not work out fine, they were toxic, but they have they have their own issues over here, and they're not able to communicate with you very clearly because they're sitting like a normal person. But you can see Scorpio, I don't know why I'm saying Virgo, some of you could be dealing with Virgos, okay, over here, right? So yeah, Scorpio, see, look at your partner, they're going through a lot over here and they do not have the clarity. And I'm also sensing with this energy that the reality is not that bad, to be honest. But because their mind is not coming out of this, vicious cycle of negativity, for them, the situation feels way more harder and difficult. It is not that difficult in reality. If they really want, things can work out. But again, Scorpio, they are not doing this intentionally. Their anxieties, their fears are showing them a very dark and negative picture. Okay? But that is not the reality. Things are not that hard in this relationship. You are trustworthy, they can trust you. Right? If something happened in the past, things will not repeat, because like I said, you're taking a new turn in this relationship. No matter what happened, whose mistake was it? You want to give this connection a new start. Right? And somewhere deep down they know this, but they're not able to hold on to that. That particular feeling of knowing that, you are genuine is slipping away from their hands, or this relationship will work out is slipping away from their hands. And this is where their thoughts are leaving them. They're trapped inside this. So, not in a healthy place at all. Your partner is not in a healthy place. And probably that is why they're not communicating with you, they're not coming forward, they are not, having any kind of, meetings with you, right? This can be a no contact situation or a limited contact situation, or if you live with them, this partner, your partner just sits like a zombie. They don't say much, they don't react much. But I want to tell you, Scorpio, that they're going through a lot within. Some of them, I'm not saying all of them, some of them could be undergoing depression. Okay, so you need to be little more empathetic and understanding about their mental situation before you try to deal with them or judge them. Because whatever this person is doing, they are not doing it intentionally. That much I can tell you. Their thoughts are not leaving them, Scorpio. Okay, and these thoughts are getting out of their control, right? They're getting out of their control. But understand one thing, Scorpio, as much as their situation feels difficult, and being a partner, probably you may feel bad listening to this, and you can have that urge to help them, to fix them. Understand one thing, you cannot fix anybody else except yourself. This is the lesson you have to learn for life. Yes, your partner is going through something, but you are not the person who can take them out of this. They are the one who will take themselves out of this. They're the only ones. Remember this. Okay? So don't act out of impulse. You don't have to feel bad for them, feel pity on them. No. You just have to be empathetic towards them. You have to pray for them. They will find a way. They will find a way. I'm sure even you must have gone through, difficult phases in your life. Right? We all go through that dark night of the soul where we are challenged spiritually. But no one is alone. Universe is there. And why I'm saying? Because Scorpio is a very emotional sign, and they, just get this urge to fix people's lives around them, especially people they love, and they take this huge toll on them. Okay, and what happens eventually, because you can't fix anybody, Scorpio, you kind of, end up breaking yourself. That's what happened. You end up damaging yourself. So don't push against the nature. Flow with the nature. Right, Scorpio? We have Ace of Wands here. Now this is the energy of your relationship. Okay, see, despite all the blockages and stuck energy in your partner's head, there's still an energy in your relationship of some kind of new beginning over here. It sounds very contradictory. I understand that, but it is happening. It is happening. Probably your partner, sooner or later will break away from this. Okay, they will. Okay, they will find their way out. And when they will find their way out, this connection is, moving towards some kind of new beginning over here. Because like I said, deep down, they know you're the right one for them. Deep down, they love you. Right now, they're not just able to get hold of that. Right? But this connection is moving towards some kind of new beginning. Okay, and on a very different note, but very much related with this energy. Both of you are finding each other to be very physically attractive right now. Okay, the physical attraction can be too much between both of you right now. Right? You're finding each other too pretty, too handsome. Right? So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. They are really focused on you and you're really focused on them. Right? So the passion between both of you is very strong currently, which is working in your favor, because this is, making sure that your energies are connected. Right? Like here, if you see your partner is sitting here, but if you can see, there's a heart over here, like how you make a heart like this, right? There's a heart over here. It's kind of transparent over here. So like I said, somewhere, their energies know that this is what they want. They know it. But this is something which is slipping away from them. Right? We have Queen of Pentacles here. This is your energy. Scorpio, you are sitting very calmly over here. Okay, and I'm so glad that you're doing this. Because like I said, usually it's Scorpios, they just jump and they want to save the person they love. You're not doing that. Probably you've learned your lessons, in the past with this person or with others, you have learned your lesson that you can't fix anybody. Okay, so you are letting your person fight their battle over here, and you are calmly waiting for them, waiting with this pentacle to offer. This is the pentacle of love. This is the pentacle of commitment. This is the pentacle of marriage. This is the pentacle of working together for your financial stability, right? This is the pentacle, of letting your partner know that there is no timeline for this connection. I'm waiting for you here. I'm not going anywhere. I understand that you're going through something. Please take your time. Okay, don't get insecure. I am not running away. I'm not chasing other people. I am here. And I have faith that this relationship will have a new beginning. And with that faith, I'm sitting here. So Scorpio, you are not giving up at all. With Ace of Cups in the past here, and now with Queen of Pentacles, you are completely immersed into the energy of love, stability, faith, and you just know that this is your person. You know it. You don't even need validation from anybody. You know they are the one. And that is why you are not giving up, and you will not give up. That's what you keep reminding to yourself. So Scorpio, you are tapping into some very healthy energies over here, right, which is beautiful. Okay, and one thing which happens, when one of the partners at least is tapping into something so powerful, is that it energetically gives the other person a lot of courage, okay, because maybe in the physical world you guys are not really talking or not in touch, but energetically your souls are connected, right? You are giving them this faith and power, that I'm here, and their soul knows that, right? See, we are very naive to feel that if we are not talking to someone, there is no contact. No, it doesn't happen that way. Yeah, maybe in this physical world there is no contact, but come on, you have so many levels over there. In the energetic world, in the spiritual world, you're always connected, right? Your souls are communicating with each other, and they are seeing what you're doing. And that is why sometimes, Scorpio, you could be feeling anxiety out of nowhere. You could be feeling negative out of nowhere. Because like how you're transferring them, your powerful energies, you are in return somewhat receiving their energies too. So you have an idea what your partner is going through. You're not completely alien to it. You may not know the exact reasons, but you know the overall energy. You know they're not good. You know they're not really feeling fine. You know it, right? All right, Scorpio. So now we'll take out 3 cards here for the immediate future, and we'll see where this connection is going, what you are doing, Scorpio, and what your partner is doing. Okay guys, so when I say immediate future, understand one thing, that energies are flexible, okay, and they flow. And you cannot trap energies under a rigid timeline. It's only for our own understanding, that we try to divide them into monthly readings, all right? But, it's not that, okay? So let's say if this reading comes to you next year, it would be applicable to you because you're called to watch this reading at that time, okay? So for most of you, whatever will come out here, it will happen within September, but for others it can stretch out to other months also, all right? Okay, so 3 cards for Scorpio for the immediate future here. Let's see. We have Queen of Wands here, we have 7 of Wands here, and we have Temperance here. Okay, all right. Queen of Wands here, you are again tapping into the energy of Queen, Scorpio, and you are letting your partner know again that you are ready to do anything which is required to make this connection work, right? You're letting them know that I'm not scared, okay? I'm not pressured by anything. If it's a family issue, financial issue, I'm going to handle everything. I will handle. That is my responsibility, okay? Because Wands is the energy of just doing things, getting up and doing things, being proactive. And with the Queen energy, okay, you're coming into the energy of being fearless, but at the same time being nurturing, because Queen is the feminine energy. So you want to nurture this relationship, but at the same time, okay, like a fearless warrior, you are ready to fight for this connection. Now when I say Queen, I'm not only talking about female Scorpios, okay? This is not representing any gender. This is representing energy, okay? And every soul has both masculine and feminine energies. So this is very much applicable to male Scorpios also. But you're coming into the energy of being a fearless but empathetic lover in the future, who will do everything to make this connection work. So you're holding on to this relationship even more tightly, right? A lot of candles over here. We have a lot of candles here. Then there's a black cat over here. So in a lot of cultures, black cat is considered as a bad omen, okay? But me personally, and even the energy of this card, feels, that black cat is basically, it's a good luck. Okay, it's a good luck. So if you witness any black cat, do not think of it as a bad omen, especially within September. Understand it is giving you some kind of positive sign. There are a lot of energies of pets over here. Okay, we have black cat, we here it 10 of pentacles. There was a dog here. Okay, so your pets around you will heal you a lot and can be considered as some major signs from the universe about your relationship. Okay, maybe you had a pet together or you have a pet together, and that pet's energy will heal your relationship. Okay, 7 of Wands here. This is your partner's energy. Your partner is not completely out of their head, but they're definitely better. Okay, they're definitely better, right? They are trying to gain some kind of internal balance over here. If you see, this woman is trying to do some kind of yoga and trying to find some peace within, because like I said, that nobody can heal the other person. They have to find this balance within, and that's exactly what your partner is doing. Okay, at least that dark, gloomy energy is not there anymore, right? They're still not in the energy of having a proper communication, or they still don't have the complete clarity. Okay, it's somewhat reaching to them, but it's not exactly there, right? But the good thing is that your partner's energies are improving. They're improving. Okay, they're improving, which is a progress here. So in the immediate future, do not expect something grand to be happening, something very conclusive to be happening. Scorpio, you have to find your success in small progress in the immediate future right now. Okay, let's say, because every small step of healing will show some kind of change in your partner's behavior. If let's say they were not talking at all, maybe they'll start talking a bit more. If they were not replying to your messages, they will do that. If they blocked you, they will unblock you. Maybe they'll start those small conversations with you. So you will witness success in small things over here. Okay, so don't get disappointed, and don't just always feel that if the union is not happening, or if the final reconciliation is not happening, then nothing is happening. No, that's not how it works. Your person, will heal at their own timeline, not on your timeline, Scorpio. Understand that. And it is good, because if you are forming a connection with an unhealed partner, the same toxic cycle will repeat, and you don't want that anymore, right? If you're trying to bring newness into this connection, and you are being mature here with Queen of Pentacles, like I said, you're not in a rush. So let this person be. There is improvement, there is progress coming, okay? And that is why we have Temperance here. This is the energy of your relationship. Now, Temperance is all about being patient. It is all about, bringing balance into a situation, okay? So, universe is saying that you need to be patient, Scorpio. Things are working in your favor, okay? Which is a good thing. At least they're working in your favor. Maybe they're not working on your timeline, but they're working in your favor, okay? And never ever, try to control the situations, try to control the outcomes, because you have no clue. If you push the reunion right now, you don't know what kind of unhealthy energy you are inviting with your partner in this relationship. And it will affect your partner also, because you're not giving them the time to work on that unhealthy energy. So it is affecting your partner, and then of course it will affect your relationship. So this on and off thing will keep on going off. So it's better, you let them have the time, let them achieve the balance. And anyways, Scorpio, you are in a very healthy energy. This is one of the most healthiest energies in tarot. So I'm just saying that in case you feel it, although I don't feel in the whole reading that I even need to tell you this, because you yourself are coming into such mature and evolved energy over here, Scorpio. Because if you see, this is sun and this is moon, right? Now there's yin and yang, there's some kind of balance, which this person is trying to achieve. There are wings over here in the background, so this is an angel over here. So this relationship is being looked after an angel, don't worry. Okay, but there's some kind of balance that still needs to be achieved. And that is why universe is saying that, have patience. Things are working out for you, but have patience, right? All right, Scorpio. So now I will take out 3 more cards here and we'll see what guidance universe has to give to you. What specifically universe wants to say about this situation, okay? And one more thing, guys, that after every reading, at least one of you tells me that, ma'am, whatever you said about my partner, that happened with me, and whatever you said about me, that happened with my partner. So please understand, guys, that it is very much possible, because at the beginning of every video I tell you that in general readings, the energies of both the partners can be interchangeable. They can be vice versa, right? So this can very well be your partner, Scorpio, who is the confident one, and this can very well be you who's going through some challenges mentally and emotionally, and who's taking her or his own time here, right? So please choose your part honestly and then understand this reading, right? Either way, this is correct. All right. Okay, so 3 cards for Scorpio, and we'll see what universe is trying to say to you here, right? Okay. We have 9 of Pentacles here, we have 5 of Swords here, and we have 6 of Pentacles here. All right. 9 of Pentacles here, this is again your energy, right? So Scorpio, again, you are coming across as a person who is very confident. Okay, currently you are. Maybe you've gone through a lot in the past, but I'm really sensing a very healthy change in your energy, Scorpio. Because in the past I've done your readings and you have been like really going through, going through some very painful changes. But right now, I'm not saying that all those painful situations have gone away, no. But there's a change within you, right? You are more confident about life, you're more faithful towards your journey, right? You understand that you're a good person and you deserve good in this life. You understand and you believe in the law of karma over here, okay? And I'm also sensing that a lot of you are trying to invest your energies into your work also, okay? Basically, building that stability for yourself, right? Because you understand that love and emotions are one part of a connection, okay? Stability also equally matters, if not more. You understand that. And that's why I have been telling you since beginning, I'm saying that you're working on your finances and you want to provide, and here also, working on your stability and money, and with the Pentacle energy. So Scorpio, you are overall trying to build yourself. You're trying to make yourself capable for this relationship, okay? You understand that maybe your partner is not exactly going through the right time, and if they want to be if they want to become dependable on you for a while, emotionally or even financially, you're okay with that. You're okay with that, right? That's the kind of energy I'm getting over here. 5 of Swords, this is your person's energy, somewhat the kind of similar energy that we have been getting for them, and see, this person is too much in their head again, if you see, they're kind of holding their head, as if they're having some kind of major headache or some kind of migraine, right? And I've been telling you, I've been using the word in their head, right? So yes, mentally they're not very stable, emotionally they're not very stable, and universe is again confirming you this thing that this person is not able to gather courage overall, okay? They're not able to trust the future. See, for most of you, I don't think so that it's about trust issues in you or with you particularly, Scorpio, but I feel they just feel somehow their life has not really worked in a way they wanted to work. Maybe since childhood they've seen a lot of things, and even previous relationships did not work out, and maybe with you also somehow things have been going on, okay? So they somehow feel that destiny does not really favor them, and they don't believe that they can end up, being happy with you. They feel destiny will bring some or the other challenge and some or the other blockage here, and this thing will also go away. Right? So they overall feel betrayed, basically. And for very few of you, yes, they feel betrayed by you, Scorpio. Like I said earlier, maybe this was a third party situation. Maybe there was some kind of third party from your side, okay? Or if there was a third party from their side, then they're not exactly able to, forgive themselves, or they're not exactly able to, gather courage to face you. Even if you're ready to forgive them, they're not ready to face you. Or if it was from your side, third party, like I said, they're still not able to, trust you here. But for most of you, I feel that this is not about you, but this is the overall energy they feel. They don't feel very confident about their own self, and that universe will let them stay happily. Like I said, it's all about the negative, compulsive, negative emotions in them head, So yeah, you need to give them, because again, we have crows over here, and we saw the crows over here, right? Six of Pentacles over here. This is your relationships energy. So Scorpio, like universe is saying that don't worry, okay? There will be exchange of information. There will be exchange of feelings, okay, in this relationship. There will be exchange of emotions, and they will become vulnerable, okay? There will be healthy exchange, okay? They will come to you. They will talk to you, but at the right time. Okay, because like I said, their energy is becoming better, but they're not exactly there. Because if you see, this person is not facing you, they're still facing the other way. Okay, so the light is coming. Okay, the enlightenment is happening. They are able to control their negative thoughts, but they still need more time. Okay, so that exchange will happen, because two hands, if you see, there are two hands here. Okay, that will happen, but it will take time. Like I said, the progress is happening. It may not be happening on your timeline, but it is happening. All right, Scorpio. Okay, so now I will take out one card from this deck, and we'll see, if there is some extra guidance that universe has to give to you about this situation. But before that, I want to say something, very important to all of you. Okay, so for the people, who are coming here every month, you guys are now very well aware about the crystal jewelry that I offer. And for the people who are coming here for the first time, I want to tell you quickly that why it is very important to wear crystals. Okay, see, right now I'm wearing lapis lazuli ring, and I'm wearing citrine over here. Okay, so see, crystals, they carry the same energies, okay, because they come out of the earth, right? So they have some very magical and powerful energies within them, right? And if you find a way to harness those energies, okay, to extract those energies and align those energies with your energies, they can change your life, okay? I have been working with crystals since many years, okay, and only after I saw their benefits in my life, right, I decided that I need to push them out to create awareness. Okay, they have helped me in my finances, they have helped me in my personal relationships, okay, in my health, right, and they help me to connect with my intuition. Okay, they help me to connect with the universe, because see, I do not know any one of you personally, okay, and I can only channelize these messages from the universe with the help of the crystals. Okay, they play an important role, definitely. That is why, if you can see, I keep so many crystals, raw crystals over here, and I wear them, right? And see, if your intuition is on point, it's not just about tarot readings, or other psychic works. If your intuition is on point, even for day-to-day, even for day-to-day activities, you'll end up taking the right decisions, and you'll save yourself from so many heartbreaks or so many losses, right? Now, three things you need to remember before you buy crystals from me or from anybody else. First thing, please buy pure crystals, okay? Because, people have come to me, after being cheated from very reputed websites also, and they have really spent money over there. So please, guys, do a little research, and only after that buy something, right? Second thing, you know, whatever is working for one person may not work for the other person. Understand that. Okay, so let's say if this crystal is lapis lazuli is working for me financially, the same lapis lazuli can work for you emotionally. Okay, why? Because we have different set of blockages, right? And every crystal affects every person in a different way. So if you do not know which crystal is good for your energies and for what purpose, don't worry. Message me on my crystal Instagram page. I will take your details, I will meditate on your energies, and I will let you know which crystal is good for you. Right? Third thing, always wear crystals which are charged with your specific energies. Okay, now why this is important? Let's say I'm wearing this crystal and this is not charged. Okay, now I'm meeting so many people throughout the day. So this crystal will try to affect everybody, will try to connect with everyone's energies, and its powers will be distributed. But I don't want that. I want that all of its power should be focused on me. That's why I'm wearing. So somewhat I want to lock its powers. And how will I do that? This is done when, you know, a proper meditation and charging ritual is conducted. Okay, a lot of people try to sell online by saying that this is a charged crystal, but charged of what and charged of whose energies, you need to ask them. If they're not taking their details and they're not charging with your energies, then it is of no use. Again, let me tell you that. Okay, see, crystals, they have the power to change your life, that much I can assure you 100%, but you have to be responsible with them. They are not fashionable jewelries. All right, you have to prove to them that you are deserving. And once you do that, like I said, they have the power to change your life. All right. Okay, so now I will take out one card from this deck for Scorpio, and we'll see what extra guidance universe has for you. Let's see here. One card for Scorpio, please. One card for Scorpio here. All right, so I will just take out. Okay, so I got the same card for Virgo yesterday, and I got the same card for you. So I guess September is the month of communication and messages. Okay, so yeah, you know, we have number 7 over here and we have message over here. So Scorpio, you can expect some kind of message or call coming from this person, or some kind of information coming about this person. Okay, either they can contact you directly or through mutual friends or family members. You will get to know something, or online probably, you know, you'll get to know something about them, but some kind of information is coming up to you about this person very soon. Okay, they will contact you very soon. Okay, something is there, it's on the way. Okay, the message is on the way, right? It has been written and it is already been put in the envelope over here. And number 7, you know, like I said, this can happen on 7th of September, 16th September, or 25th September, or 7 can be your birth date, their birth date, or you guys met on 7th of any month. Okay, but 7 can play a very important role over here, right? But a message is coming, Scorpio. If you're waiting for a message, it is on the way. All right. Okay guys, so that's it for today. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, then please subscribe this channel. Also comment here. Please comment here. Okay, because only when you comment, I get to understand that how much, you know, these readings are resonating with you. Should I continue making them or not? And if you will not comment, you know, then it is very difficult for me to create a connection with you. Okay, because every time you write something, you know, I try to send healing energies to everybody. See, I may not reply to every comment, but I read each and every comment over here. All right, also share and like this video. If you guys want to book your personal readings with me, you should contact me on Instagram. Also on Instagram, every morning prediction for the day is posted, and every day one person is chosen for a free detailed reading, right? So if you guys are interested, I would be putting the links both for my crystal Instagram page and my tarot Instagram page in the description box below. You can check it out. Okay, so I'll see you guys again very soon. Till then, please take care of yourself. God bless you. Bye.